I always end my videos with be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. What do I actually mean by that? We're going to talk about that just a little bit today. Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You might be wondering what you're watching. Well, basically, you're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem super exciting, but when you realize that a little over 2 years ago I couldn't do this, in fact I could barely stand for a couple of minutes without severe pain, then this becomes a lot more exciting. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. I would like to ask y'all to help me out just a little bit. Go ahead and drop down in the comments and say hi, Bob. Hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All of these things help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I am 61 years old. I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. And I certainly couldn't have done them a couple of years ago. Being here in Omaha, Nebraska, I would have totally dropped the ball if I didn't take just a moment in my video and say congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers. Yesterday they won their very first men's baseball championship ever. Congratulations, Tennessee. You survived the heat of Omaha, because they played Saturday evening and Texas A&M won. Then they played Sunday at 1 o'clock when the heat index was about 105 degrees and Tennessee won, so they had to play yesterday when the heat index, I can tell you, it still feels like a sauna out here. The heat index last night when they started the game was like 118 degrees, and Tennessee managed to win. So congratulations, Tennessee. But what do I mean when I say 1%? I guess what I really wanted to say today, besides the fact that I'm getting out here for a walk in this sauna, I wanted to get it in before it gets too hot out. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's about 89 degrees with a heat index already well up over 96. Luckily, the heat's supposed to break tonight when the storm comes through, and it'll be 15-20 degrees cooler for the rest of the week, which I'm looking forward to. But when talking about exercise, or anything really, just your diet, one step of a walk, going outside and taking a 5-minute walk is better than taking no walk at all. If all you can do is one push-up, go ahead and do that one push-up, because one push-up is better than no push-ups. 5 minutes of any exercise is better than no minutes of exercise. So just keep pushing forward. When you gotta, just like I've talked about with, your diet. If last week you cheated twice, and this week you only cheated once, that's a win. You got to celebrate all the little steps of the win. Because, for me, this 1% better has led to being out in the heat 4 days in a row. Now this is the 5th day in a row, and hopefully I'll get out for a walk again tomorrow, but it'll be cooler. I'm not going very far today because I have to tell you, I'm feeling a little dragged out after being out in the heat so many days in a row. The heat itself wasn't so bad, but the humidity for the last few days has been really gross. I mean, I haven't even been out here 10 minutes yet, and I am covered in sweat. And as you can tell, I'm not actually walking that far, and I'm not walking that fast. Don't forget, this is still June. We're doing our steps challenge. I'm doing my best to get some steps in today. And regardless of what your steps are, if 110 steps is a big day for you, let me know about that down in the comments. Don't be embarrassed. I mean, I know I have, had a little traffic jam on the street here. But, I've got quite a few people out there that are doing 10,000, 15,000, even 20,000 steps in a day. But your 100 steps are important to me as well, because it all depends on where you are in your journey. I had somebody post the other day that, they got, I think it was 50 steps. It wasn't very many steps, but if you consider that they couldn't even stand up back in January, that's a huge win. Huge. I do want to talk for just a moment about the short I put out yesterday. They're really coming after the carnivore diet hard because there's no money to be made off of it. There are no supplements that you have to buy. Now, I sell a nutraceutical, links down in the description, to Cerule products, and I do believe they'll help you feel even better. But are they required? No. You don't need any supplements when you're eating a diet of beef and eggs. Everything is in there. You don't even need the eggs. Beef, with its associated fat, has everything you need. I should say it has everything essential that you need. Essential meaning that you have to consume it. Your body can't make it. But there are no deficiencies on a diet of just meat and fat. There just aren't. If there were, I just saw Mr. Jordan Peterson posted up his 5-year video. Kelly Hogan's been doing this for how long? Professor K, Dr. Barry. The list goes on and on and on. And of course, we talk a lot about Rick Charger Mopar down in Miami, Florida, who's been doing this for 40 years, and Maggie the rancher, who's been doing this for 65 years. Well, if there were any deficiencies in this way of eating, don't you think they might have shown up by now? I think they probably would have. But just keep getting the word out there, folks. Keep sharing. Keep talking to anybody that'll listen. Because the only way we're going to win this thing is to just keep getting the word out. And that's all we can do. Many people aren't ready to listen, but if we put a bug in their ear, maybe at some point in the future when they're sitting around the house, barely able to get from their sofa to the kitchen using a cane or a walker, they'll go, Bob told me about this weird diet he was doing and how much better he felt. Maybe I'll go back and see what the heck he was talking about. So yeah, today's topic was kind of short. This was really about proving to myself that even after as draggy as I was for getting out and working in the heat over the weekend, I could still get out and get a little bit of a walk in. Wasn't much of a walk, but it was a walk. And remember, a little bit of a walk is better than no walk at all. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.